She's threatening to average a double-double this season.
She has been phenomenal throughout ACC play. If you're going to any shoot-around, any coach that's talking about NC State, the balance that they've had throughout this year, it starts with Khamil Pierre and how consistent she has been as a force on the glass and scoring.
Didn't take long for Zoe Brooks, just inside the free throw line. These are starting 5 for Tech. Wearing the home white today. There's a drive to the bucket, up and in for the point guard, Mackie Nelson.
Mackie Nelson has been phenomenal in her time here with Virginia Tech. I love that she's been able to learn from great point guards, as in Coach Duffy, as well as Itoro Coleman, and of course, Charnay Zoll. Who is I'm still trying to get used to seeing her in different Virginia colors.
You see that NC State's wearing the pink. Of course, they're the school that KU coached at for so many years. Pierre, that bounced off, and a rebound there for Freeland. Quick shot, Wenzel. Whoa! I tell you what, if you let Carleigh Wenzel start like that.
Let's just talk about the bag that she's showing us through the first 2 minutes of play in this ball game. And a scorer as in a three-point shooter. She hit 3 triples against Notre Dame in the first quarter alone.
Now that's where Virginia Tech has to be careful. Baker faces up, turns and shoots off the heel. A deflection, she's able to get her own miss, and now Wenzel tries again and hits another. Carleigh Wenzel already with 2 made threes, a minute and a half in. Stumbling a bit, Nelson loses it. Got numbers here, but quickly back into the play. That rolls off a Samuels rebound, and she turned one way, then went the other and lays it in.
If she gets going and stays consistent, this is a even more dangerous team.
Baker. That left hand, she scores. She's the lone lefty shooter and scores in the lane. Mom played, and she shot left-handed as well. Here's Wenzel in the lane. Scoop shot, almost got it to roll in, but it's going to go to the corner where it's tracked down by Freeland. Stop, flipped up, and in. Layla Wells.
The thing that we saw, because we did have the game with NC State and Florida State on Thursday, the thing that set them apart early, as Khamil Pierre is able to score at the rim, was their defense on where she is on the floor. There cannot be any daylight given to Wenzel.
Here's Pierre, and she scores. Trieger. Deflected a hand on that by Baker, so it's going to stay with the Wolfpack.
Saw Zamareya Jones that was very good against Florida State, had the first 10 of the first 12 points, and on the other side for Zamareya suffering, it's just been the boots. Everyone talks about it. Nice kiss off the glass. Wenzel.
She'll use that screen. Try to go over the top to Freeland. Trieger there, but it does not prevent. And he's given Tech a 7-point lead. Pierre trying to go back to work. Man, you know, how do you defend that?
You don't. You only pray.
That's usually not a good strategy for winning. It doesn't hurt, I guess. But there's a bucket for Freeland again, and she's coming alive here with a... Kaishi. Lunin. Bam.
So look at this move, the step back, the pull, the lefty, another one, drops.
And the Pack will try to cut into this 4-point deficit that was 7 a few moments ago. There's a scoop shot and bucket. Zamareya Jones. She passes off this time. Good ball movement. Brooks behind the Pack. Oh, wow. I tell you what, that possession right there came up empty. So now here's NC State looking to take the lead. On a 7-0 run over about the last minute and a half, but aren't going to get a shot this time.
Against who? Freeland. How many second chance opportunities for her team?
Mel Daly certainly can produce off the bench.
For Coach Duffy and the Hokies, I mean, this is a team that is really played with the chip on their shoulder and has more balance than what people give them credit for.
Second bucket for Zoe Brooks. Here's another jumper. That's good.
I like the take. I just want there to be more ball movement. And I know Coach Duffy is mentioning how the ball has to move and have energy and shoot around like that.
Devin Quigley, sophomore. NC State has come alive offensively and defensively here.
Forcing the issue offensively instead of going with what we saw at the beginning of the game, in which it's finding the right play. Putting on a clinic.
Pack on an 8-0 run, looking to extend that here and do so. Make it a 10-0 run. Timeout.
Zoe Brooks digs in, is able to get the nice dish on the inside as well. Just one of...
Jones feeds Pierre. She faces up, trying to back down Freelon. 2 to shoot. Man.
I mean, 2 feet out of the paint, doesn't put it off the floor, connects in the right spot.
Quigley. It's a long 2 for Trigger.
So I just mentioned this, Mark.
Well, Virginia Tech was up 19-12. That was their largest lead. Since then, you got a 23-13 run, and that's going to be offensive. Very slow getting up. We'll love it. It's impossible not to. Zam Jones,
Oof.
Underneath. Pierre lays it in.
Comes when and where to dish. And it's been right in the pocket since it is Sunday, football Sunday.
Nice. Tied up. Possession arrow. And just like that, Zam Jones. Trigger. Good defense. Freelon came right in at the right spot with some help defense to take it away.
But that's what's been the difference, and finally,
a transition bucket ends the drought. That's the first possession of the second half.
Mark, to be fair, I mean, support scores would be great, but your leading scorers have to step up too. They missed a lot of easy buckets to start the quarter. Think about the shots that are missed, but find different ways to find connection, and this is a great one. Finding second chance and third chance opportunities. I'm not opposed to the take by Zam Jones. On the other side, Wenzel, who was hot in the first quarter, knocked down 2 threes. Tried to up and under it, but there are other ways to Nash and get more people involved on the offense.
Bounces it in, and it's kissed in off the glass.
Has been very impressive. And to be quite frank, sometimes it looks like it doesn't take much for her. That's how good she is. To the one that they had in the second.
Trigger uses that 6'6" frame to get to the rim. Wells looking for somewhere to go with it. Gives it to Carleigh Wenzel. Screen for Baker. She rolls. The shot is a 3 from Wenzel, well off the left side. Scooped up by Caden Samuels. And here comes Brooks. What's she got in mind this time? She gives it to Zam, but Jones 3. Good. Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Oh my, do the Wolfpack look good. The dish to Zam Jones. Another one, knocks it down, let her this group. She checks all the boxes, and it's really cool to see how Kay Yao and that legacy of being a servant leader continues.
Suffering with the nice feed and in transition.
Beautiful kick. Beautiful.
To the rim.
Going back to this drive and kick. Wenzel not only
15.
Up as many as 20 points. Westmore talked about the emphasis of Zam Jones doing Zam Jones things. In one spot, it's a relocation, and Zam Jones coming back.
Brooks gets ahead of steam at the last moment. Just a minute 43 to go in the third. Carleigh looking from the free throw line. Scores. That she wanted to challenge it, but apparently too late. Brooks broke free, got a step, lays it in.
This dish is setting it up for not only Zam Jones, but also.
You can just look Zoe in the eyes. And I was just about to say, she had her in her sights. She is just locked in.
But what I love most about her game right now, the 19 points, including these two on Friday. She's gonna
and that
take her
Debo was a
bike,
bully.
take the very big bully.
Yeah.
And 2 points for you, Mark, in my book, in this ball game.
Wenzel was able to move past Brooks that time. Swanson uses the left hand. Bullet pass. And Mackie Nelson.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of the zone, and of course Zoe Brooks darting out like lightning.
And another timeout for Virginia Tech.
NC State there. The pick 6 for Zoe Brooks. Easy money on this football Sunday. But as far as what Virginia Tech has been able to do, I mean, we talked about it, the last 4 in 3 of the teams are for the ACC. So yes, they want to see more of that in the final 7-20. Their last few games, we talked about the 7-game win streak. They can also get a big one here, but a really nice win over Syracuse and Clemson. Now, if I'm thinking big picture, Duke remained the only undefeated team in ACC play. I mean, they're on a 14-game win streak. Carol Lawson has that team rolling.
Well, Swanson hit her 6th made 3 of the year earlier, and now
the clock just dribbling at the top of the key. That, on the other hand, he likes.
That was a block by Jones and an empty by a couple scores early. That could be the game.
Okay, well, you know what?
But if they don't, Patriots got a chance.
I will say I was in Boston when they did this send-off. A lot of people were braving the 8-degree weather, so that's a resilient group.
You got a guy who played in the ACC, obviously a quarterback, who would be the youngest quarterback to ever win.
As a Falcons fan, something just cuts me deep every time.
And now that says everything. And if I say the number's 28-3, you don't want to hear that
okay.
Either.
Cut my mic.
All right. Scrum going on. Picked up by Sophie Swanson. She takes it to the rim. Offensive board and a putback by Freeline.
Yeah.
Double-double for Freeline, her 4th of the year. 12 points, 16 rebounds, 16 boards.
I mean, she's coming off a 9-point game.
Second effort, Pierre.
Averaging just under a double-double, too. Just under 10 points, about 9 rebounds per game. She's that girl. From Pierre.
Her first personal foul. First team foul of the quarter.
Jumper from the baseline, a swish for Carleigh Wenzel. Boy, I thought there should have been a foul there. I think he was right. There was a lot of contact, but they play on. 6, 5, 3 up from Zam. Good. It'll be their 6th win out of their last 8 games.
And their first win in this building since 2022.
Yeah.
I have a feeling our now colleague Liz Kitley had a lot to do with that one too, because she had a huge bucket to win the game and seal the deal underneath. That inbound was crazy.
I think that's why the number 33 is hanging from the rafters. And there's Freeline.
After the 3 games that they dropped to, of course, South Carolina, LSU, and UCLA, this is a different looking team. But do not look past that number as Khamil Pierre drops in another bucket.
And the combination of Pierre and Brooks score 50. They each had 25 of the 82 points.